Hi, everybody. It's Thursday afternoon. And it's kind of funny. I've had my own reminders this week, a lot of energy management this week. But it's funny because, like, you can feel like sometimes with all this manifesting stuff, like, oh, you got to tweak things here, rewrite this here. And yes, we want to do all of that. But also, it's also about like, what's just the energy we are in right now, right? Like, do I like myself right now? Like, am I in it, do I feel like I feel based on what my life is right now or where I'm going? And so a few times this week had to really remind myself, like, if you don't enjoy right now, you will never enjoy later, right? Because you're like busy, you're doing stuff, you're taking care of stuff. And it's so easy to like drop back down to neutral. It's so easy to just be like, okay, what are the details? But we have to learn to like, or obviously we can go in and out of it, but remember that we can like do anything in a state of frustration. We can do that same thing in a state of neutrality, and then it just takes the teeniest tiniest bit of effort to then enjoy it. Right, it's like, right, so we're just in the middle of whatever, your business, your project, and you're just doing stuff. And it's so easy to be neutral. It's so easy to just be like, yeah, I'm doing stuff. But then you can just smile and be like, and I love it. And this is good. And today is good. And gosh, like, why don't I just put a little extra juice into it? And it's really funny because sometimes we just need to remember to put a little bit of extra juice in it. Sometimes we just need to remember just turn the dial a little bit. So if we think about our energy, right? 0, crappy energy, 10, rock star energy. Wherever we are, we're just trying to dial it up a little bit. If you're at a 2, that we're just trying to dial up to 3 or 4. But and yes, we want to be dialing that up. But then for like what I might get stuck in sometimes, is I might tolerate that 5 too often. Anybody here tolerate a 5 too often? Like neutral energy, like you don't see neutral energy as a problem? Yes. Somebody's trying to call me, trying to put it on do not disturb. It's not coming through. So yeah, so for me, I might forget. Sometimes I will forget that five's a problem. Six is a problem because it means a five or a six is just like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Okay, yeah, I'm like sweeping the garage. Oh, yeah, I'm moving the boxes. Yeah, no, there's no problems. There's no problems. I'm just doing the thing. I'm watering the flowers. But fuck, if we can't like take those moments and be like, watering the flower, bitches, moving the boxes, right? I just and you don't have to be my personality. You don't have to be extroverted. You don't have to be silly, but your version of that, your version of like, God, things are good energy. That God, things are good energy is never the result of anything. The things are good energy is the result of practicing it in neutral times. In neutral times or times that your default energy is neutral. So yeah, today's mini lesson is really just about, okay, cool, like just another one of those friendly reminders to just dial it up and learn and try to be really pissed off at fives and sixes. Try to have, try to recognize neutral energy as not the preferred energy. Oh my God, it's getting so hot right here. Hold on, hold on. Oh, hold on. There we go. Phew. It was like shady, and then the sun came out and it was about to burn. So, so I want you to just decide right now, what number are you at? Scale of 1 to 10, no judgment. Where are you at? Are you at a 2? Are you at a 4? At a 6? Are you at a 7? Are you 8, 9, 10? And then just be like, okay, like imagine that little dial and be like, okay, let me just dial it up a little bit. What can I just take a deep breath? Can I just smile? Nice. Okay, so wherever you are, and then ask yourself, okay, how am I going to dial this up a tiny bit? And sometimes all it is like a deep breath, a little smile, a little nod, and a little, yeah, things are good. Things are on the right track. Life is good. This is good. Okay, okay, okay. All right, let's do this. Let's enjoy today. Let's enjoy today. I'm gonna enjoy today. I can enjoy today regardless of what's going on. I can dial it up. We can always dial it up one or two notches, right? A 6 to a 7, that's 10%. I don't know if I would really, sometimes I can do bigger jumps. Like sometimes I could totally go from like a 5 to an 8. What would that would be 30%, but I feel like, 10 or 20%, that's pretty reasonable. We're not trying to do anything crazy, but when you continually go 10 or 20%, when you continually, let's say you've been waking up at threes or fours or fives, and then each day you are dialing it up, let's say 20%. Let's say that you are somebody where you wake up at a 4 and then you dial it up to a 6. A couple days or a couple weeks into it, you will wake up at a 5, and then you can dial it up to a 7. And then a couple weeks later, you'll start waking up at a 6, dial it up to an 8. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's much easier to like set the bar a little bit lower. Enjoy realizing I don't have to be perfect all the time. This is just about dialing it up a little bit wherever I am, looking for things to love, looking for things to appreciate, reminding yourself to enjoy right now, smiling a little bit extra, laughing a little bit extra, making jokes a little bit extra, being light a little bit extra, saying fuck it a little bit extra, letting yourself and other people off the hook a little bit extra, giving up a little bit extra, giving the universe a few more tasks to do, reducing efforting a little bit more, being a little bit more selfish on what you say yes and no to, just a little bit. A little bit every day. Oh, that's the secret. That's the secret. That's what we get sustaining. That's how we get to do this work in a very sustaining, nourishing way.